Welcome, Pull the Pin Already, War Room Edition. I'm your host, Jim. As usual, joining me again is
Nate Dog. What's
Nate.
happening, Jim?
Oh, yeah, I think after our last episode, the NSA is tracking us or something because they won't let me record with a VPN or anything. So, because, obviously,
Oh,
our sponsor for today is a VPN. Get a VPN and drink some coffee. That's our other sponsor, drink some coffee. No, we don't have any direct sponsors, but that's what everybody gets sponsored with. So we're just going to pretend somebody's paying us to say drink coffee and get a VPN. Um, but the NSA doesn't like that. So we're going to leave them, we're going to let them have their way and track everything I'm saying and doing. But, anyways, welcome here to Pull the Pin Already. As usual, is our war room. We get some headlines from the mainstream media or quote unquote mainstream media. They're becoming lame street, right? Main Street is not even Maine anymore, is it?
yeah, we need to do those. What were the other ones we used to pull once? Babylon Bees.
Babylon Bees, yeah. That's more news than mainstream media these
Yeah.
days. But so we'll pull headlines and we'll talk about them from our perspective because we probably haven't read the articles, but neither of you, because we know you're busy and you just make things up based on what you read a headline, no matter what's in the body of the article, even if you did read it. And why is that important, Nate?
'Cause we've been around the world. We know everything. What? No, I totally messed that up, man. Where have I been?
I don't
Because
know. Right?
we're just average veterans. We've been around the world and we know everything. There we go. Now I got it,
I don't
man.
know. Could technically that have been a fact check if you messed it up? Nah, we've never been fact checked, right?
Nope. Never been fact checked. That's why we're still here.
Awesome. I'm gonna turn this into a Food Network show, right?
It seems like every time we're on here nowadays, you're eating. I need to
hmm
get me a little bowl of something over here.
I'm in the shrimp right now, but nobody cares about that. I'm sure what they care about headlines, right?
Yeah, want to get into them?
Let's get started. 69th, is that right? That cannot be right.
I changed the headline.
I was like, there's no way that's not. There's no way that's right. It's not 69. What was it? Ninth, right? Ninth horse.
Hey,
Eighth.
there you
Okay.
go.
Eighth horse euthanized at Churchill Downs in last 2 weeks after broken leg.
I know. Now, I have heard some of this stuff because horse racing is kind of like a sport, and I like watching sports. But I did watch Kentucky Derby. That's a lot of horses that have been
Right?
put down in the past 2-3 weeks. Same place. What's going on there? Their
Was it
track,
like
their track not being taken care of. What's happening?
was it like the burning, killing all the chickens and the cows or that? They know we're gonna eat horses next, so they got to put them down too.
Trying to get rid of them so they can't win a triple crown. I don't know.
Hmm. We got to turn this into conspiracy somehow. I
Well,
mean,
I think we're short on glue, so they have to kill horses to make glue.
ooh, that's terrible.
Isn't
I
that what
like
you,
horses, man. Yeah, I know they do that. Have you ever did horse therapy?
no.
Horses are very, very intuitive. Intimidating, but intuitive. Like they will come to you, they'll read your mood.
Yeah.
Oh, it's quite impressive. There was a place in North Carolina when I was down living that way. Um, Nice lady ran it too, and I'd go there and talk to the horses. It was crazy too, because like they get you into this like the whole horse whatever they call it pen kennel. I don't know what the heck they call it, but
Arena.
whatever. But you walk in there, and she was like, like, well, go and just spend some time with the horses, And I'm like an idiot. I'm like, oh, what do I do? I'm like, do I say hi? Like, what do I do? And I literally like introduced myself. Like, it was like, well, hi there. And I kid you not, dude, four of them. One of them stopped eating, looked up at me. The other one made a noise. One was kicking his foot. It's like they reacted to me, and I was like, this is creepy,
Which one's
really
Mr.
creepy,
Ed? Which one's Mr. Ed?
right? I thought they were all like AI horses, and somebody was controlling them. But why do you think? I mean, like, well, you could be right, right? Could be the track or something they're not taking care of, or maybe the food, the horse food, they're making them weak.
Yeah, it's strange how so many of them are going down.
And they euthanize them when they break their leg, right? Because they,
Yeah, they can't heal. They can't heal a broken leg on a horse.
I do that all the time when somebody's like, "Hey, where's so and so?" I was like, "Oh, they broke their leg, so we shot them." I
Sometimes I wish we could.
do it all the time. Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's sad. I don't really watch this stuff, but I like horses. I like horses.
Do you like where you used to work?
I like horses and shrimp. What?
Do you like where you used to work?
Oh, yeah, right. TSA, you know what it stands for, right?
I
Thousands,
don't even.
thousands standing around.
Oh,
Um,
sounds about
T-
right.
TSA rolls out facial recognition technology test at major airports.
Is that to get you through security faster, or is that to find criminals in the airport faster?
It's to track your social score. Dude, this is China, dude. Everything we are doing is what China's been doing. And
So
look,
if I go to the airport with lots of friends, does that raise my social score? And if I go by myself, it lowers my social score.
mhm, I think social score is about the behaviors they want. But let's look. Prior law enforcement, right? We were MPs and whatever. So I get the need for it. I get the use for it. I understand it. You know what I mean? I understand how this could be helpful. I just don't know how we're ready for this stuff because even if it's helpful, everything that's good and helpful doesn't need to be out there because it's going to be mishandled. It's going to be misused.
It will be. Yep.
And this will be like, it's bad enough we voluntarily track our entire lives through our cell phones, right? So now,
They can't track us on our cell phones, can they?
no,
Okay.
got nothing to do with it.
I have my location off.
Right, right. You lose your phone, you hope and pray they can find your phone, but they can't find you. You know.
Yeah, right.
So, but I mean, TSA is a joke. I mean, I tell you, I work there. Sorry, guys. Um, it's a joke organization. They hired a bunch of misfits that shouldn't even be working in the security department. I told you that when I started I was in New Jersey. It was in New York, and I got hired on the second phase. Because remember when it first came out, they had to hire all these people,
Yeah.
and their objective was to hire locally. Well, I got hired because they had to remove all the felons that they hired in the first phase. And let me tell you, dude, I was working in baggage, and I saw more things get stolen than detected. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" I was like, "Are these people stealing this stuff?" And that's what they do. They take stuff out. It was crazy, man. I was working
No,
with a bunch of thugs.
but you can't put a lock on your bag.
Hmm. Well, you
'Cause
can.
then
It's
it's
a
too hard.
TSA approved one, then we have the key for it.
Yeah.
Or we have the bolt cutters.
Yeah. You say we like you still work for them.
Well, I did. Yeah. I did work for TSA. But
Yeah.
anyways,
You have X-ray. What do you need to be in my bag for?
right, right. And I can tell you some funny stories. You know what I mean? I can tell you some stories about, guys really acting real nervous and suspicious, and you're also like, "What? Well, I just need to check your bag." Then you open it up, and the zipper, pops, and all these like dildos fall out.
No, that's the funny part.
Yeah, it was hilarious. He was embarrassed. This was in the passenger area where all the people are too. It's not like it
Even
was.
better. Even better.
Yeah, but yeah, we've seen some crazy stuff, and yeah. But anyways, yeah, this is. I don't know if this is good or not. I think it's better than the stupid dogs they were walking around with. And I went canine in the army, so I love dogs, but the behavior recognition people, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever, as
Just
long as they don't abuse it.
they can watch and see how nervous you are.
Yeah, I mean, as long as they don't abuse this, I
Oh, it's
don't
gonna be
think it's
abused.
bad. But
It's gonna be abused. Remember, like security cameras first came out, and people would zoom in on people's asses and see what they look like.
no.
It's gonna happen.
Well, even to this day, dude, I don't go through those X-ray machines because they just take a generic Ken doll picture of you,
Perfect.
make it. But I'd rather have somebody grope me, scan me, and grope me, because that's a memory that me and them will have, but nobody will have that on
It's
record
not gay.
anywhere.
It's not gay if it's TSA.
Yeah, right. Well, it's not gay if you say yuck when you're done. But anyways, so yeah, this isn't a terrible thing. If it's abused, forget it.
No,
I don't.
we're abusing this headline right now. So
Yeah, we're gonna abuse it all anyway. Oh, and I did want to mention before we move on to this, because we're talking about schools. There's actually 3 schools in West Virginia that's actually using the same technology too to try in
Oh,
the
yeah?
schools. They're using facial recognition in schools. But anyways, it's the future. It's coming. So I don't even know how to say this. Osceola County. I don't even know where that's at.
I think Florida.
Osceola County schools deem books inappropriate for children, decide to leave them in schools anyway.
I mean, they're already paid for. Why get rid of
You get a refund, I'm sure, right?
them? Probably not.
Well, you could donate them to a regular library.
You can donate
Nobody,
them to it. You can donate them to a school that wants to have the type of books in their school.
right? I mean, nobody's saying you can't have these books. Like nobody's saying 50 Shades of Grey isn't a popular book. You know what I mean? And people can't read it. You know what I mean? But just get it out of schools. It's not appropriate for these kids. Let them read that pornography stuff when they're older. Dude, you got something going on there. What?
A train's popping off.
You dealing or what?
That's my other phone. That's on vibrate.
Oh. But you know what I'm saying? Like I'm getting so tired of people like desperately wanting to groom and do
Yeah,
this to kids. I don't get it. I just don't get it.
I couldn't tell you what books were in my library at school because I never went to the library. But
Well, yeah, me neither. Like I'm not a big reader and all that, but I mean when it's clearly people are pointing them out, you got to be like, all right, well, yeah, maybe this isn't appropriate.
yeah,
And it's not a tough decision. Like I don't get it. Just because it talks about transgenders or homosexuality, that you overlook that it's inappropriate. Like I don't get that.
like who thought it was appropriate to put in there to begin with?
Right. And it isn't even about homosexuality. I don't want, regular pornography in with my kids. Let them find it like I had to. You know what I mean?
Underneath your dad's bed.
Right. Make them work. Let them, the skills. I still have one from like the 80s that I used to at my dad's house. I had it stuffed in the basement up on top of a, little dirty thing nobody ever checked. Yep. I still have it. As a matter of fact, it's in my closet right here, but I'm not going to show you because we'll definitely get banned.
It's your spank closet.
Yeah. Right. But, yeah, let these kids go find that stuff or let their parents, you know what I mean? I don't understand why these people want to die on this hill.
I mean, all these
You-
headlines are just getting ridiculous and stupid. It's just
And they still have these people coming into these school boards. They still have them coming into school boards.
the school board's hiring them, so that's the problem right there. Get a new school board.
Oh, dude. In fact, my daughter, too. Oh, man. My daughter she had sent me a picture of a question or something that was on one of her tests or something. And it was something really stupid about, it was one of those racial justice things where, oh, yeah, you're not allowed to discriminate, right? Like, yeah, no kidding, duh. Like, you mean like, but it was so stupid. Oh, here, no, that's it. No, she must have sent it in like some snap or something because I don't have it saved. But anyways, it was one of those dumb questions, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, why do these people got to do this stuff? Why? Why can't you just teach them English? Why can't you just teach them?
The regular stuff.
You know what I mean? Why can't you do that? Well, it was one thing when they did the anti-bully stuff. All right, stop the kids from bullying. Let's teach them good morals and values. That's great. Morals and values. I think we can all agree bullying's bad. If there's a parent that says no, bullying's good, then maybe we have the discussion. But I don't get these people. I just don't understand them. But here's the answer: get out of public schools. Just get out. I'm going to be not far in there. I'm really tough. I just.
Oh, aren't your kids almost done with school anyway?
Well, my daughter is, but my son's got a whole 5 more years, and
Oh, okay.
I'm not terribly disappointed yet with this public school. The school board sucks, but yeah, I'm not totally disappointed yet, but it may get there. It may get there. I don't know. So, anyways,
We're gonna get to the next headline though.
yeah, because this is definitely we're beating this up here. So here's our favorite New York guy, right? Our favorite New Yorker.
This headline's hilarious.
This is one of those owns you just love to brag about, right?
Oh yeah. You get everything you deserve here, buddy.
Yep. Eric Adams wants to revoke New York City's sanctuary city status amid massive migrant influx.
Oh, now that it's hurting you, now you want to get rid of it, but
Well,
it's okay to have them on the border, but when they start coming to your yard, then now you want to get rid of them.
You knew that Martha's Vineyard, right? Ooh, we can't have that. They didn't even last
Hip-
6 hours there, right?
No, they got kicked out real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Straight
See-
hypocrites. Straight
see,
hypocrites.
And this is what I think people don't understand. Look, if you're a person of color out there and you're buying into the cop thing and the oppression thing, or if you're an ethnicity that oh, everybody seems to be. If you're buying into this crap, you're not seeing the bigger picture, man. You're just not seeing the bigger picture. These people, and I say these people as in the elite, the people that have all the money and the power, or one or the other, they're just using us. They're just playing us for a bunch of fools. And you know how you could tell? Because of that right there. The my not in my backyard, what do they call it? NIMBA? Not in my backyard theory.
Whoa.
And me and Mike used to talk about this all the time.
Typical military. You just made up an acronym.
Well, it's always been an acronym. I just
never
never
heard
used it before. Yeah.
I never heard it.
NIMBA, not in my backyard. But that's the point. You know, when they do those man on the streets and they go talk about paying off student loans, you know what I mean? Everybody's cool with social programs and giving away money as long as it's not their money.
Well, it is their money as they pay taxes.
Well, but they're not directly going to pay it.
Dummies.
You know what I mean? They're not going to pay it. And whatever taxes they pay are gone anyway. And most of them probably don't even pay a lot of taxes because it's like, the top 10% pays like 80% of the taxes or something. You know what I mean? But that's the problem with these people. Oh, let those people do. Oh, you shouldn't do this. But then when somebody turns around and does it to them, we need justice. We can't let this happen. We need to get these homeless people off our streets. We need to get Chicago. I mean, look at Chicago as a perfect example. These fools have been voting for the same people every year with the same policies.
Hey, Lightfoot's out now.
Right, and they voted in some socialist dude.
Oh,
but
I'm
now
sure.
all these immigrants show up and then take a school, and they're finally realizing, well, you're going to give these resources to people who aren't even citizens. You're not giving them to us. Yes, idiot. That's what they've been doing.
You voted for it.
Right, that's what they've been doing, and you keep voting for these people. Now, I'm not here. Look, I'm not stupid.
Like, who granted New York City sanctuary city status?
I don't know. I don't even know how that works.
Yeah, didn't New York City themselves grant it? So
Well,
just take it by
sure.
yourself.
Yeah, right, sure. But I mean, like I said, I don't know how that works. If it's just everybody knows, even Martha's Vineyard, that's what they know. It's just a status. It don't mean anything. Because that's the proof right there. You start sending people there. And
They
then
don't want to know more.
But even Adams here, he's a clown. He wants to turn it into a race thing. I think he said that already. It's racist to send all these illegal immigrants to black-run cities, or like, come on, dude, shut the hell up. Because one lady called him on it and said, well, Philadelphia's mayor's not black, and they're just sending them there too. Well, like they don't have an answer, dude. They're so phony, dude.
No, they're dumb.
They're
all
just so
dumb.
phony. I say keep going. All you southern border states, keep sending them up there.
Keep going, New York. Keep going, New York City.
And then eventually we'll just deport them all to Canada and listen to those crybabies. We had a headline on it, didn't we?
Yeah, a couple weeks ago. Or last week,
Canada
maybe.
kicking them out, right?
Yep.
Well, either way, we're going to kick us out of this show because,
Boom.
yeah, that's how it works. But thanks, Nate, for joining me. Thanks, all you out there, for joining us. We appreciate you. Get involved. Keep the comments coming. Keep them clean. Keep them nice. We do really want to hear about your stories. We actually want to talk about some of the stuff that's going on, some of these secret organizations, because I believe they exist. I do. I believe it. But we're not gonna address anything if you're coming nasty. So if you want to bring something, Johnny, we appreciate he does that. He does good with that. He brings some headlines he wants to talk about. Unfortunately, mostly it's LGB whatever. It's the gay mafia stuff in the military. I'm done talking about all that.
Why? If your viewers want to discuss it, let's discuss it.
All right, man. All right. All right, keep it coming, Johnny. We'll keep talking about your obsession with the gay mafia in the military. Just playing, Johnny. We appreciate you. I'm saying a lot too. I'm trying to close this. Well, send us your money, like, share, subscribe, do all that stuff. And until then, Godspeed.
And pull the pin ready. Boom.
Thanks for joining us here. Pull the pin already. We hope you had as much fun as we did. If you like what we do, go ahead and hit that like button and share this video with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so you don't miss out on any of our future episodes. But most importantly, leave a comment below. Let us know if you agree or disagree with our opinions. Hope to see you here next time on Pull the Pin Already.